A reading from the Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to them, "No one, after lighting a lamp, hides it under a jar or puts it under a bed, but puts it on a lampstand, so that those who enter may see the light. For nothing is hidden that will not be disclosed, nor is anything secret that will not become known and come to light. Then pay attention to how you listen. For to those who have, more will be given, and from those who do not have, even what they seem to have will be taken away." The word of the Lord. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a jar. I want to invite us to just a little reflection today, thinking about that. And of course, the imagery that Jesus offers is apt and vivid. Of course, no one would take their lamp, light their lamp so that it can shine and they can see their way and people can see it, and then immediately covers it up. Much in that same way, we can think of God, the Trinitarian God the Father, putting out Jesus into the world as a lamp to the world, and didn't put it out to then hide Jesus under a jar, but rather so that all may see and all may know. In this metaphor, if Jesus is the lamp, then it's being lit by a God that loves us and wants us to see God's love through incarnate Jesus. I forget who it was that had first mentioned to me the idea of saying it's not our job as Christians to go and carry God out into the world for all to see. God is already at work out there in the world and waiting for us to go and join in, to see where God is at work and to participate in it. The light is out there. It's not hidden under a jar if we just look. So my reflection is this, thinking about in my own life, and I invite you to think about this in your life. Where do you see God at work? Where are you willing to go out and see God at work? If the lamp is out there, maybe it's not Jesus out there walking around pointing a finger like he so often does in the Bible, pointing a finger and saying, "Look, there's God's work right there." It's not quite so obvious for us, but nevertheless, it's not hidden under a jar. I can think of plenty of times in my life where I was able to, after the fact, go and see where God was at work and say, "Oh yeah, of course, I can see where God was present in that, calling me to that." The muscle I need to practice is going out with open eyes and an open heart and looking in the world for where God is at work right now. Where is that light? How am I being drawn to it? Is it in the form of a person who's in a particular time of need that's highlighting for me a call to serve in my own life? Is it in a stranger that shares a kind word with me and brightens my day to remind me that I'm not alone? Is it in the beauty of the creation of this planet and a sense of call to nourish it and take care of it and be good stewards over it? Is it in the radical gesture of coming to a church where people look different and sound different and have different views and could be enemies, but instead are willing to set that aside to say, "I see you as a child of God"? Is it in the gesture of a piece of bread and a sip of wine that seem like such small gestures, but in the end have the power to shape the kind of person that you are? I don't know what it'll be for you. I don't know always what it'll be for me. But I do promise you, the presence of God's light is out there in the world. It's not hidden under a jar. So let's you and I commit to going out and seeing where that light is shining, what it's shining on, where it's calling us next. Thanks be to God. Amen.